But here's what I do know. When it comes to growing up in puberty, there isn't any one thing that is considered normal. In fact, it's different for everyone. Let's take a look at this clip. Puberty is the word we use for that time in early adolescence when the sex hormones start to increase dramatically, and boys and girls begin to develop sexually. Hormones are chemicals produced in the body. Estrogen is the female hormone, and testosterone is the male hormone. And they are what cause girls to develop breasts and hips and begin menstruation. They cause boys to develop deeper voices, broader shoulders, and to grow more hair on their bodies, including facial hair. Both boys and girls begin to grow hair in the genital area and under the armpits.
Menstruation is another word for getting your period. Each month, a tiny cell called an egg is released from one of the ovaries. That's called ovulation. It travels down the fallopian tubes where it can be fertilized by a sperm if the person has had sex.
Sperm are cells contained in the semen that males produce daily starting in puberty. A small amount of semen, the sticky fluid containing millions of sperm cells, is released through the penis. The fertilized egg enters the uterus and implants itself on the uterine wall and develops into an embryo, then a fetus, and eventually becomes a baby. If fertilization doesn't occur, the egg dies and is eliminated from the uterus along with blood and other tissue during a girl's period.
But what does all this have to do with parties and dates?
Well, those hormones that are responsible for all these physical changes cause changes in our emotions as well. We begin to have another kind of interest in people, a sexual interest.
Because these changes occur at different times, for different kids, some teens are interested in dating and some aren't there yet. As teens begin to develop physically, they are also growing emotionally. Deeper relationships with others begin to form, and eventually, romance enters the picture.
Feelings about many things become more intense, more complicated. Moods can erupt suddenly and pass quickly.
If you haven't experienced any of these changes yet, you will eventually. When you do, you will know that your hormone levels are rising, that you are entering puberty.
So the answer to our reader's question, is there something wrong with me, is no. There's nothing wrong with her.
That's right. When her hormones kick in, she'll be interested in all those things her friends are finding so exciting.
It's hard though sometimes. If you're the first person or one of the last of your friends to go through puberty, you might feel funny.
You might feel alone and ahead of schedule, or you might feel left behind. But these differences are very normal, and eventually everyone gets there.